Hi everyone, and welcome to A&P with Dr. O. This last histology slide for the digestive system is showing us the histology of the large intestine. To tell the difference between the large and small intestine underneath the microscope, one of the things we can do is look for villi. They will only be in the small intestine. In the large intestine, the epithelium is more flattened, so we don't get the villi like we saw in our video on small intestine histology. We don't have that here. The mucosa is relatively flat. We can kind of see that here. It's relatively flat as it goes across. And that's one way we can tell, because the epithelium in each of these is going to be that simple columnar epithelium, and we can see that here. We can see that epithelial tissue, and that's also going to be the tissue that faces this apical space or free surface. That's going to be our simple columnar epithelium. And then our epithelium and underlying connective tissue, those are going to come together to form the mucosa. So this is going to be our mucosa layer. And then we know deep to our mucosa layer, that's where we are going to find the submucosa. And then next we've got our smooth muscle, the muscularis externa. And then our outermost layer is always the serosa, unless we're talking about the esophagus. Another key indicator that this is the large intestine and not the small intestine are the number of goblet cells. These big, clear cells that we see here, goblet cells, sometimes they're called mucus cells. They'll be present in both the small and large intestine, but the large intestine is just filled with them because we're really going to need to have the ability to produce a fair amount of mucus in the large intestine. So we need more of that mucus production, meaning we need more of those goblet cells. So there we can see a big cluster of goblet cells. And then again, I did try to kind of circle a few for us as well, just to point them out in another way visually for us to find in the epithelium.